Hey everyone, this is the second part of the stream. Unfortunately, due to a lot of technical difficulties, this will be the second and last part of the AC4400 stream, and I will not be doing the rail driver analysis as promised at any point in time in the foreseeable future. The Railworks tool is simply not good, and I don't plan on working on it to try and get it working. So we're going to try the 4400 again because we can't resume. Is he?
Hello.
Let's see.
No.
Alright.
Jones unit.
I gotta go to my list of locomotives here. Where the hell is it? I just passed it. And then career, I need to be in standard. We'll do a coal train. I could do empties, but I don't want to. The summer of 2003 sees Canadian Pacific's fleet of new General Electric locomotives begin to completely take over all mainline trains through the Rocky Mountains of British Columbia. Today, you are an engineer of train number 861, a loaded unit train of metallurgical coal from the coalfields of southern British Columbia, bound for the super port at Roberts Bank. An extra locomotive has been added in the yard at Golden, and you are ready to begin your trip west. Time to complete 60 minutes. We can only hope. It seems like Woodman is going to be busy today. Alright, time to see how this works. Just going to put something on the background. This thing is literally, every single program on my computer right now while this train sim is running is literally running in slow motion. It's hogging that much CPU. The last program that did that much CPU dragging was a program that had a massive memory leak and played Doom 1. So, there you go. Stream chat is working. Hagenburn, hey, welcome aboard. The bot's working, and is it streaming the proper 12:39 a.m. Huh. Let's see how long this can go for. For all that loading that Railworks does, it sure doesn't do a good job of actually loading the world. I don't know. I'm just very bitter because I thought the product itself is great. It's just that the thing that the product was made for is terrible. It's like making the world's greatest racing engine, but the car you put it in is one of the worst in the world. It's not gonna do what it's supposed to do, unfortunately. And I haven't even This is gonna be like a 30-part review of this thing. I'm definitely not gonna do more. Non-sub RTC, this is CP9597 left, ready to pull from Golden Yard A and enter the wind from your sub. What are my controls for this? For the lighting. I need L, Control L, and Enter. CP9597 west, proceed when ready, switching the line to be up to Casey Junction on the north track. I have an eastbound train of empties coming off of the Mount Substitute, prepared to wait at Casey Junction, RTC out.
Dynamic lighting on.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had to turn that on. The light didn't look incredibly dull.
Well, remember, you I pretty much have a They spent $35 on a black locomotive.
Yeah, I know, it sucks that it's happening for you. I wish it wasn't. How's you? Could be a lot better. Having a lot of frustrations with Train Simulator 2019.
I mean, it doesn't help that I have the recommended RAM for it.
You have 16 gigabytes. That's twice what it would. That's 4 times what it would need.
That's what it's recommended, but it's not. I'm waiting to hear a response back from.
Draft day 1 I could be better. Not having the greatest evening. Tried setting up the rail driver support thing, don't even try, so it's terrible.
Dude, I don't use my rail driver anymore. Why would I do it?
I wanted to try just to see how good it was, but I'm not waiting 2.5 hours to get the rail driver program to scan everything and set up.
I have no room on my desk.
Your voice is a bit low. I can adjust that. That should be a bit better, I think. Actually, no. Alright, there we go. This is as loud as the microphone can go. This should be, hey Mark, much better. Alright, there we go. If it's too loud, let me know. Hey PDX. Alright. What was my limit? 20. It really is a nice model. That sounds lovely. Yeah. It sounds a little overloaded on my speakers, but that just might be because they're old Dell speakers. Yeah, it looks nice. The settings are all still at medium. The only thing I just do is dynamic lighting and turn scenery density up slightly so that I don't have invisible bridges.
Still black.
I mean, it's a great product. I just think that it's unfortunate that they wasted their efforts on a sim that really doesn't run well. I mean, I really wish they would have worked. I really wish Run 8 and Searchlight could set aside their differences and work together. But, you know, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, the fact that they had to do so many workarounds to get this to work in this game kind of speaks volumes about how TS19 has supposedly evolved. But, the performance is going to be an issue with TS19. Yeah, it just seems like it's all around just very rough. They're trying to push a 12-year-old engine to handle modern-day products. And,
I'm sitting somewhere completely in the middle of nowhere, and my temperatures are still black.
Your temperatures are still high?
I don't know.
Am I overspeeding? No, but I can't do... This is a very slow route.
I can't get a refund on it, so that's lovely.
I mean, maybe you could try, if you did it via PayPal. There's always a chance that they could try to do it, I mean, under extenuating circumstances. I mean, it's not your fault. You didn't know that it was that you met the requirements, and yet it still wasn't working.
I met some of the requirements, like, I met a lot of the requirements.
People thought TSW was going to be the new and improved version.
I mean,
unfortunately,
honestly,
scrapped, I kind of agree with that.
Honestly, at this point, let's see what, today's the 4th, we have 10 days. If I am able to get if I can't get this working, I'm able to get a refund, I'm just going to use it to get the digital edition of TSW.
I wonder if what the heck? I think that the TSW there it goes, it's actually working. But it was another crappy game.
Like, I'm in driver right now.
Yeah.
I'm literally, like, my game is literally running fine with it. In
the
driver.
4400?
But the textures are black.
TSW has lots of potential. Oh, hey, look, at least I don't have a missing bridge this time. So there's that.
And I have everything set to the lowest setting.
Alright, there we go. I mean, TSW does have lots of potential, just not quite there yet. It does. Unfortunately, just... I like running TSW sometimes, but I do have frustrations with it. One of which is there are parts of the route that are totally well detailed that are great that we can't access in any mode, and that really, when I see a route that does that, it makes me feel like there's wasted potential. When I saw the MSB had a whole like couple, it's just that DTG didn't execute it very well. Unfortunately not. I mean, it said they rebuilt Heavy Haul 3 times during the original development. I mean, if that doesn't show that there was some uncertainty, I don't know what does. I want to see a bright future for TSW, but I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I just caught it just in time. I would like to say that there's like hope for TSW, but it's really up in the air. I mean, service mode is kind of good. The journeys thing I'm pretty disappointed with. I thought it was going to be even more than what it was. I was hoping it would be explore route mode from MSTS, but I guess I was setting my hopes too high. I think it's performance and making it work with everything, which is why I would love to see them do more control of the graphics settings. Yeah, the graphics settings are pretty... Even with the INI tweaks, it's just abysmal. I got a 1050 Ti on this thing. Sure, I'm running Train Simulator off a portable hard drive. That doesn't matter. I can run a bunch of other games off it just fine that are very CPU heavy. And yet, TSW, like, I'm lucky to get like 32 FPS on there. TSW is just... DLC can be buggy too. Yeah, it can. Consoles, as much as I welcome them, I feel is holding TSW back from reaching full potential. I feel like if that's really how it's going to be, then TSW should really have been developed in the first place. If there was going to be problems from the very start with having consoles be part of the release system, then I don't really understand why they would try to make TSW then. If that's going to be their bottleneck all the time, it's better to just end the development of TSW right now at this very second and give up. I want to see TSW succeed, but as a modder, as someone who's been modding TSW for almost a year now, it has, and people tell me I'm insane for this. Watch, I'm gonna fail this scenario now, actually. Emergency brake. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Fucking great. I knew it! I can't have a good night with this thing, can I? Hasn't failed me yet. That's pretty terrifying. Now we gotta wait 10 minutes to
So guess what I got to move?
9597 West, I'm going to cross the over mountains up North Main as soon as that stack train clears the block. RTC out. I'm in a terrifying situation right now. Stop signal violation. There's reasons why the background scenery looks like crap. They're quite aware of it and not happy with it. I know they're aware of it, and I know they're not happy with it, but you know, I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but Run 8 has better background scenery, and that stuff's all 2D. What the hell? Well, that's because it does a more procedurally generated system instead of actually placing physical models, which takes 37 million years to do. Wait, keep it in emergency. How long was I supposed to keep it there for? I was keeping it there the whole time. No doubt they do. I just, from a business standpoint, makes sense. Brings in more players, but for those of us who can max at graphic settings and play just fine, we are a little screwed. I think people that can't run it at max graphics are pretty screwed too. That's why I sometimes have a love-hate relationship with TSW. If I can't get 30 in the sim, why would I bother, you know, trying to... I wanted to do cinematics and like a lot of nice video stuff with Train Sim World. And every single one of those things that I've wanted to do with Train Sim World, I physically can't do because the frame rate flickers worse than most epilepsy lights. Most people will be like, oh, well, Yuri, why don't you, you know... Yeah, I gotta keep it there for the rest of my life, this frickin' emergency brake. I knew I was gonna do it. I mean, I think, for me, it feels like the entire fan base of Train Sim World is screwed in a way. So I don't really know, it's hard, I'm gonna try to put it in words as best as I can. Train Sim World has had an incredibly rough development, and they took way too long for them to get, it took Dovetail way too long for them to get their footing, and by the time they did, a lot of the first impression damage had already been done. At least that's my opinion. Maybe some people think that it pulled a lot of people back after a while. I don't know, but it doesn't feel... It feels like the experience and like the framework for it to be a great sim are there, but it doesn't feel cohesive. It doesn't... Like, I really want to like Train Sim World, because I love Run 8. And granted, I kind of... My bias is that I kind of want TSW to be like Run 8, but if I do that, that's kind of defeats the purpose of having two different sims now, doesn't it? Let's charge the air. Let's put in notch 1 to charge the air. Yeah, notch 1, that should help charge it. I mean, some people would say that all of my issues with train sims stem from the fact that I don't invest in very high-end computers. 100% of that is because I can't afford them. And that's why I get so pissed, is because I don't have good computers, which is somewhat right, but I don't have, you know, $3,000 to throw around to get an Alienware so I can run TSW at 32 frames a second on medium settings. I mean, I hope that sorry, the Discord thing doesn't work, Garuda. We'll have to help you out with it. We'll get you a link. I think they will get there just with time. I mean, I think they will too, but I mean, the longer I've been with TSW, and I'm hold on, someone on Steam's asking me about the 4400. Yeah, I mean, like, the problem is, and I know I don't want to say this to Dovetail, because I feel these guys are really working hard, but, like, there's definitely a lot of times where it feels like it almost feels, I'm trying to word this so that it's more cohesive. It almost feels like I can't trust what Dovetail says sometimes, and I get it. Matt can only say certain things. I get it. Did you get the files for you? No. The files that you needed to get something working? No. I'll have to send them to you later. North Texas. I'll send them to you later in the day. Just keep it. It feels like it's half done, kind of. It, like, and, you know, I get that's kind of part of TSW, is it's always been a work in progress, and I get that. Like, it always feels like there's things, like, I hear some good news sometimes and I get excited, like, oh, I can now, when the editor comes out, I can make copies of the freight cars and I can load in my reskins on them and make them standalone. That's amazing. I'm really excited. But then I'll go into the game and I'll do certain things and I'll be like, why are features that work fine on a bunch of other train sims not here? Like, why? Sure, I can hump cars in TSW, but the fact that I have to do it in such a this weird, funky way is kind of weird. When OpenRail supports it, Train supports it, Run 8 supports it, like, the list goes up. Like, it just feels like they got the basics down, but anything more advanced they've scattered in ways that don't feel, I'm just waiting for the air to finish charging in the EOT. It should be almost done. And I mean, 19 I don't really have much hope for, I'll say that, though. That, like, I saw the Gothard Bond stream the other day, and, like, I've seen the kind of PCs Dovetail needs to run that on. Like, oh, it'll run fine on this. It's like, oh, maybe it's your CPU that's bottlenecking, or maybe it's your graphics card that's bottlenecking. There shouldn't be all these bottlenecks with software. It feels like that whole joke of, like, can it run Crysis? I feel like it'd be more correct if it was, can it run Train Sim 2019? Because it feels like, I don't know. It always feels like I'm running some sort of beta build with 19 sometimes. And I'm like, I'm trying to enjoy it, but alright, so the brakes are officially off. Can I get this in neutral? Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's right, arrow keys do that. I really do love this add-on. I mean, it's working fine. I'm enjoying it at 15 frames a second, so that's something. I mean, that should speak a fair bit. Suppression. Everything off? I'm giving myself another notch. Am I actually moving? EOT's not officially off. Let me check all the points. Am I aligned correctly? Yes. I'm trying really hard to get this to move. Let's give more power. I'm going to shatter a knuckle, but let's just see what happens. The flow is still there? How many minutes do I have to wait for the air to come off? I've seen 100-car freight trains in real life that don't take this long for the air to come off. It's saying it's got wheel slip. I'm not sure if that's true. Where's my sand key? Okay, there we go. This thing is probably... You can't sit here and tell me I'm stuck, can you? I wonder when Ronnie's supposed to release their Dash 9s. They were going to come out in 2018, but I get that it takes a long time. And no rush on the developers. Yeah, I mean, I do hope those come out at some point. I'm loading this thing up like crazy. There's no way that this thing is that stuck. Alright, let's gun it. There we go. All to get the brakes to come off. Yeah, this might not work. I might have to go try the other scenario. So far I've failed one scenario. I'm failing another one. The EOT's almost off. Oh my god. Holy shit, more throttle. More throttle! I'm already there. I'm already maxing out amps. You're not supposed to max out amps on a GE like this. You shouldn't have to. And if you are, it usually means something's wrong with the train. Oh my god, there we go. I'm gonna rip a knuckle in half. Probably would have ripped 20 on. There we go. Maybe it is a bit of a grade. But even then, I'm a notch 8 with these units. I know it's a coal train, but it was an easy train to start. Now you're telling me all of a sudden it's not going to work? And I have a DPU. Frame rate's getting even worse. There you go, I'm starting to pick up now. What do I have, a 50 coming up and then immediately a 20? Oh, forget that. Yeah, I'll say this right now, this Canadian Mountain Passes route has... this feels slower than Selkirk on Run 8. If I wanted to do 30s and 20s, I'd go work Barstow. Now I can stop getting wheel slipped. I'm excited, so yeah, I'm losing viewers now. A lot of you guys. I don't blame you, it's late. I might do more videos exploring this thing. And who knows, maybe I'll spend 8 hours or let it just build up the rail driver thing overnight. Alright, yeah, at least the engine's working now. I don't like where this is going. Oh, it's just running. I mean, I'm impressed with the units. I'm just disappointed that this game can't handle it. mushroom grower is great. Caught the alerter just in time. I see the alerter, external alerter warning now. Who just messaged me? Got a phone call. Can you link Brian? Brian wants to join WIT. I don't know how to do it. Alright, let me just take a look around the cabin a second. I mean, my frustration with Dovetail stuff just stems from performance issues. Like, it always feels like I have to have, like, the highest end stuff possible to, like, get any good performance. There you go, Garuda. That's the other thing I have an issue with, and I'm sure it has to do with Searchlight scripting. I can't save my progress on this. I have to do these scenarios one and done. My God. I have, you know, quite a long ways to go. Turn on the sand. I shouldn't need it, but I can turn it on. Can actually accelerate now, that's right. Not for very long, I don't think. Let me take a look. I gotta hide my taskbar to be able to view this. It's 50. You're right. I do have 50.
So I'm scrolling through Randy's Instagram. And I'm watching the thing. He made a post about his apparently a tour he's doing. He said the first 4 months of my year on the road has been thoroughly delightful. 50 gigs, 5 countries, 1,000 cups of tea, and only 1 arrest. No sleep till Woodford. How did he get? Now I want to know what he got arrested for.
See, DTMF 911. I don't remember if 911 works. Let's full throttle this.
I'm just waiting for a response back from
I hope you get it fixed.
I'm Me too. Like, this is something I've been really looking forward to for God knows how long now.
Can't do it. So will this be on a workshop? 4400? God, no. This is on Searchlight's website. It has an online activation system. It's a one-time activation, otherwise it works. It only works in 64-bit mode and you can't save scenarios with it. Otherwise it works. Tone number 80, tone star 87. I have to be on the right channel. I'm going on the mountain sub. It would be star 51 pound. 21 to 91, so I need channel, let's do channel 91.
Day on the beach. There's a police chase through their
Oh, we got that. Still running. Lush countryside. Horn and bell. You can't really hear the bell once I'm notched up like this. Let me take a quick look at the manual again. What's the DTMF tone-up numbers? Mountain sub, star 51 pound. Dial tone. Probably is not going to work too well.
Can you do Run 8 Train Simulator next?
I could, Garuda, I could. I have unfortunately been extremely busy between one of my jobs that's another state away and my current little job here, as well as preparing for college, dealing with finances. I'm lucky I was even able to find the time to do this stream today. Now I gotta start looking for work to replace one of my jobs. It's just kind of all over the place. I do want to do more Run 8. I've been doing a little bit of it here and there, but usually when I'm doing this time when I play Run 8 is in between like 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. And I don't really like doing streams around that time sometimes if I don't really have much of an audience. Alright. We're up to 34 miles an hour on this thing with a limit of 50. Just lost 2 viewers. What? Maybe it's a glitch. doing good so far. Yeah, I'm losing viewers. I'm not surprised. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It demonstrates the fact that we're underpowered, kind of. Let's see, 108 loads, 13,316 tons, 0 empties, 1.03 HPT. We are absolutely crippled. Alright, 38 miles an hour, here we go.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
95, 97 west, keep your eyes open for restricting signals at Donald East. I have an empty grain train having trouble making the hill and may not be in the clear by the time you arrive. Over. Donald East. Can you do from Orlando? Digix, if you do run a train simulator, can you do from Orlando, Florida to Waycross, Florida? I can certainly try to. Copy the RTC 95, 97 west out. You sent me a request a couple weeks ago. I'll look into that. Absolutely. Rudy, you won't be able to hear the bell. I'll give it a shot. Unfortunately. We're doing 40 miles an hour. Finally picking up speed. Still not getting a great frame rate, but I wasn't expecting it. locomotives you have? I'm testing just this DLC today, Garuda, which is testing Searchlight Simulations AC4400 that just released like a day or two ago. I have two 4400s up front, 108 coal cars, 108? 108 coal cars fully loaded and one DPU. Clear signal. I'm just happy I can finally give this thing a speed test. Alright folks, are you in the chat just so that I don't trip up the alerter? If you can wait 15 seconds, I'll be back. Alright folks, I'm back. You can faintly hear the bell, Garuda. So apparently I got someone who is unfortunately having problems with Searchlight's thing Z, except not the issues you're having.
What problem are they having?
The email didn't send them a key to any of their email addresses. Somehow they got the serial file, but when it goes to activate the 4400, it gives the log file, but it doesn't create the key.dat file that's required to make the product active. He sent in a support email. He's just waiting to hear back. He's pretty pissed.
Yeah. Do you know what I have to say about that?
What?
I need a key.
Yeah. Locked.
Locked. Locked.
And you
Wait, hold on.
If you do run a train simulator, can you do from Orlando to Waycross?
Yes, I was reading that. Wait, where do I have to slow down for? Was it Donald East? I don't know where the hell Donald East is. Oh, over there. Coming up on a meet, finally. This ought to be a unique meet. We'll get some good screenshots. What kind of hoppers do they have? Everything 44, whatever. About to hit a limit of 45 and I'm coming right up to it. There's the 45. Frame rate is so bad. We've done most of the activities then, I guess. No. Don't you dare. Let's hold in suppression, then I can release the brakes. Come on. I need to notch back up. We've handled the release. brake on it. I'm not going to run this thing down to 0 again. I'm going to burn out the motors if I have to. Yeah, I'm going to burn these brakes out if I don't get to do this. Yep, this will be like the 15,000th time that I've stopped with this engine. Oh look, and there goes the brakes. Released. How cute. Gonna max out and burn out the engine again. Probably not gonna make it to the end of the line. I would say I am enjoying this engine, but unfortunately, folks, I'm going to let you know that based on the fact that our brakes are still not released, I don't think we're going to get above like 20 miles an hour for the rest of this stream. I can do this stream for before I literally lose it.
You're getting back up again.
I am, but oh my god, that EOT. Listen. I've seen heavy-ass freight trains before. I've seen the brakes release way faster than this. I'm well aware that I was in suppression, but even then, really? I know these are meant to be older locomotives. Maybe I'm complaining about something that's absolutely realistic, but holy hell. Thank God this game doesn't have coupler breakage, because I would have ripped the fucking lead locomotive off the train by now. Like 3 times. I guess they got a limit to 50 again. Not yet, but... maybe this thing will keep working, I don't know. I don't know what Headshot's doing. I'm jumping all the cars at Barstow Hump. What?
You're jumping.
That's what he said on the NLR. I don't know what he means. Maybe he means humping, based on the fact that H and J are near each other, but I don't know if he has the hump controller on.
You want me to look on the servers?
If you could just take a quick check.
They're both on.
Okay. If they're both on, I mean, I might hop on after that.
Casual is on a Amtrak engine.
Yeah, there was an Amtrak he wanted to take. Alright. The hump is clean, ready for new trains. Oh, hey, Headshot, thanks. Wait, you cleaned all the cars, or just whatever that one cut was? Because there's no way you cleaned all those cuts. I'm gonna get the Amtrak tomorrow. Okay, I'll leave it there for you. Alright, we're up to 23 miles an hour, so I guess that's something. Next train coming up isn't for a little bit. Oh great, I see what the problem is. Donald Portal. Oh. That grain train was struggling and I'm now behind. Oh boy. 2 cuts and move those 2 road trains out. Wait, what do you mean you moved 2 road trains out? There wasn't anything in departure. There was a cut I was building, but... because there was like 8 cuts in receiving, I'm not sure what the... I'll have to look at the server when I finish this scenario. Sent the train out heading towards Seligman. The one with the Seligman symbols? And the other one with... can you confirm that there's 2 AI trains now?
Let's see how many AI trains.
He says there's one he sent up to Cajon and one heading out to Seligman. I'm just trying to figure out what's... because I can't see what.
Jeez, I would love to look to see if there's 2 AI trains when if there wasn't already 29.
What do you mean there's 29 AI trains?
There's 29 AI trains.
Was the spawner set to on?
Yes.
That was off when I was off last night.
It's on.
Oh boy.
We got UP 8766.
Well, let me guess. It spawned shit from Seligman?
Let's see, hold on. The train symbol, none. Y CMX MEC 616 Z LTLC Q Shylac Goiguc. B. Stobie. Amtrak number 3. OGMJ.
Coltrane.
Bartram. STD. We get the day
Wait,
can.
bar trim? Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think that's my trim power from Barstow.
No, it's NS 6187.
Okay. The 5 trains between Victorville and Barstow. Okay.
Bell Bar, Canlac, Nunn, Sheelac, LCH
We might want to
Bar,
purge a couple
Bell
of those.
Bar, Amtrak 3, DTLA, Bell Bar, KCK-Lac, Nunn.
Did you turn the
Amtrak 3,
spawner off?
Nunn. Amtrak 3.
Turn the spawner off.
I
You
did.
ass. Okay.
I did, right as you asked.
Jesus Christ, this is a lot of trains.
We have 5 Amtrak 3s.
Delete all 5.
You know what? No, we're keeping the other 4. They're becoming consists of the Amtrak shop.
All right, fine. Holy Christ! I thought I just saw a red. No, it's a flashing yellow over red, which is just as terrifying. I got 2 more miles to go, it seems. Getting back up to speed, kind of. Just when you thought you could go to bed after the stream, yeah. See, apparently there's 5 more on the Seligman sub.
We're only at 29. Who knows what those 5 are?
Getting like Windows screenshots. Or people viewing what will be the last run of this thing for a bit. I mean, I appreciate the price Searchlight put out, but at the same damn time, I don't know, man, it just hurts. Because I wanted to run this well. To say it's a good 7 hours of work. Unfortunately, I don't have 7 hours free in my life. I'll have to do that anyways. I got 1 mile to stop this thing. Is this unit worth it? For $35? Unless you have a top...
If you ain't got a good system, no.
If you don't have a $2,000 gaming PC that can, like, run... I don't even know what game to talk about because none of them would actually... Alright, if you don't have, like, an RTX graphics card and, like, a CPU from, like, the last year or 2, that's at least, like, $1,000, you're not gonna run this well at all. Not joking. you have to have serious power to run this. I have been running this entire stream at 14 to 15 FPS. So you press enter, turn on the floor light. I think I did.
Back to me. Yeah, man.
I didn't say for emergency, you idiot. Oh, I fucking hate this thing. I hate the emergency brakes. I hate the braking system in Railworks. No, no, no. We're not going to put it in emergency. Fuck no. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. This is the last time I will review this. I like this product, but there's a lot that pisses me off about it beyond belief. And this is unfortunately part of it. The way the braking system in Railworks is genuinely just pretty terrible. And I was only 0.13 miles away from my goddamn destination. And now I have to wait 8 minutes to move 0.12 miles. Yeah, this is... I wanted to be really upbeat with this stream, guys. I really did. Unfortunately, TS19 is just a genuinely terrible piece of software and doesn't really run well on anything at all. If any of your friends tell you to pick it up, don't. Save your money. I'd say invest in Searchlight's product here because I like it, but not at the expense of you having to pay for TS19. Watch, it's not even going to let me put it in release, is it? Let's put it in notch 1 so the air pressure charges. It's probably not going to do much though. Nope, and the EOT hasn't even reached air yet. Yep, you guys are just going to be waiting here for another like 15 minutes. Not that long, but it feels like it. I should have just invested in ATS more instead of this. I regret doing this purchase. And normally I don't regret purchases. I feel really fucking bad that I got this and that you got it. And I really wanted to enjoy this. I really wanted to be able to have a really grand stream with this.
I wanted to be able to highball at 90 with it. Or with 70 with it.
I mean, unfortunately, we picked the wrong game. If you really want to have a 4400 where you can do 90 that's realistic, I can't believe I'm saying this, Colt. Let's use the Valhalla skin in V1. Sure, the sounds aren't as great, but you can pretend that you're driving Searchlight's engine just in a different sim. You're gonna try and refund? No, you can't refund it.
No, you can.
You can try.
Well, so yeah, it says on a case-by-case basis.
It's a case-by-case basis. I would, but I really... I mean, I wanted to get my money's worth. My problem is that I wanted to pay for this product, but I did not want to pay for this product for this sim. If this product had been sold for Run 8, or definitely not trains, I would never pay $35 for a locomotive for trains, no matter if it's the best thing in the world. So should they discontinue it? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think they just need to... Searchlight keeps working on TS, and they think they've done a great job, and I think they have, but at the same time, they need to stop focusing on this sim. It's too old. It will not handle what they're doing. It can't. It's too old of a game engine. I would love to think that, I mean, they said they won't do Train Sim World. So it's either we wait till Searchlight eventually finds another sim, as opposed to Train Simulator 2019, or until they realize that the engine literally, until basically the engine completely buckles underneath them at some point. They need to partner with Run 8. They won't. I've asked one of the guys. They wouldn't. I wish they did. I really wish they did. But, not. Yeah, gotta wait for that EOT to charge. My favorite part of Train Simulator 2019, are you crying? No. I'm crying internally because of this damn engine, but no. I'm kind of just tired. I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed with Dovetail and a bit on Searchlight. I expected better, and I really shouldn't have. I mean, Searchlight did their best. I just expected better from Dovetail, but I've learned to take anything that Dovetail says with a grain of salt. That's one of the reasons why I'm thankful I'm not like one of those partners like Squirrel or someone. They can, like, show off stuff from Dovetail when it first comes out, because those guys might have a little bit of their own opinions, be a little bit disappointed and stuff, but I'd be really critical of the DLCs that I'd be reviewing, and I probably wouldn't be giving them the reviews. Searchlight should make their own trains soon. You would think. You would think. But, guess not. Alright, rear 59, yep. EOT takes 15 million years to set up. All to move 0.12 miles. There's still 3 people watching with me waiting for the air to recharge. This has become a live stream of literally sitting in the cab waiting. Yeah, air brakes are not going to be released. That's IRL for you. Well, I would agree, but this feels even longer than it would have taken in real life. Like, the EOT should have been charged up earlier. It's not like the EOT takes 1,000,000 pounds of pressure to charge up. It's an EOT. It's got a small airline. It doesn't need 15 million pounds of air to charge it. Fuck it, I'm gunning it. I'm gonna break the thing. Oh look, the brakes have finally released. It only took about 8 minutes. All this power just to move this thing this much. All I gotta do is stop it in the right place. Provided even that works. There we go. It's probably the end of this scenario. I don't really know though. You may as well get comfortable. It looks like we will be here a while. Scenario complete. Stop the two operational errors. Speeding once. Wait, so all the emergency braking didn't have anything to do with it?
That's only in career.
Distance traveled 17 miles. And it took me an hour to go that.
An hour to go 17 miles?
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it was the 35 minutes of recharging the brakes. I think that's enough of this engine tonight. I don't think I can do any more of it. I've been streaming for an hour and 35 minutes just to show that this how hard it is to get this thing moving. So there's that. Yeah, I think I'm just done with it for the night. I don't, at least with this sim. I don't know. All right, my final review, and I can't even give a full final review because I haven't reviewed the rail driver set scenarios. So I'm just gonna pretend that doesn't exist when I list off the features here. Overall presentation of the engine, detail looks nice. Cab looks pretty good. The sound, in terms of sound seemed pretty okay. My speakers get a little clippy with the way the engine sounds are when at full throttle, but that's probably more my fault. The alerter system I have issues with, but that's because it's an alerter, and I just don't like things that beep at me, because I've heard a bunch of that in my life on a regular basis. I know you can turn it off, I just haven't done it yet. The air brake system I like, but I also very much hate because it feels like it takes longer than it would in real life. Again, I can't confirm that because I've never been on a 108 car coal train. In terms of performance, I would love to say performance was smooth. I can't say that because I don't have a computer where I could accurately say that. I'd be lying if I said that. Performance was really bad, but it was consistent. The frame rate remained consistent throughout my operations. It remained at 15, so it was consistent. It wasn't the frame rate I wanted, or really what anyone wanted when they paid for this. It's probably more the fault of the game engine itself, because Train Simulator 2019 is just not designed to handle content like this. Part of my review, would I recommend this to other people? Only if you have the route already and you have some serious cash to burn. Otherwise, I wouldn't invest in it. Don't buy the route just for this, like I did. That was the only reason I bought the route the other day. Do not invest in this unless you already own Canadian Mountain Passes and are really looking for something brand new that you've never seen before.
Or don't get it if you don't have the computer capable.
The other thing, yeah, if you don't have an extremely high-end computer, and by extremely high-end I mean can run, I don't even know what game to use as a benchmark, because there are no good benchmarks, because TSW and TS19. If you can get something that can run the latest games now at the highest possible settings, then do it. If you've got anything else below that, don't invest in it. You will not get the performance you want. I applaud Searchlight Simulations for trying to push things to the next level. I just wish they had chosen a better simulator to market it to. Those are my final thoughts on this. I can't say, I'd like to say more good about it. I'd like to say the rail driver support was good, but I'm not waiting 2 hours straight for the rail driver system tool to analyze all my bin files in order to say that the program's okay just to get this one engine to work. It's not worth the effort. So, That's the unfortunate results with this. I don't hate the Locomotive. I'm just disappointed with Dovetail and just Train Simulator in general. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. I certainly almost did. I really didn't. Although I appreciate all of you who tuned into it. I really do. There's a lot of comments on this. I really do appreciate it. I don't even know what my next video will be. I have a lot of projects planned. Probably 99 to 100% of them will not make it past the I should probably do that stage. So whatever comes up on my channel next, just keep an eye out for it. Who knows, it could be coming tomorrow, it could be coming in 6 years. You'll never know with me. Anyways, this has been Yuri or my Yuri or Delta 6, depending on which area you guys are coming from. And hope you all have a good night.